Give a man a fish and he will have food for an evening. Teach him to fish and he will have food for a lifetime. Give him someone else's fish and he will vote for you. Ronald Reagan once said that the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." Milton Friedman said that the government solution to a problem is usually as bad as the problem itself, and that it very often makes the problem worse. In South Africa, social grants above all other issues prove these statements to be true. Social grants have been creeping up onto South Africa like a Frankenstein monster growing in the dark. As was the case with Frankenstein, the aim is to create or to support life, but the consequence is, or can be, disastrous. There are many theories on what should be done to address poverty and unemployment, but it really only boils down to 2 things: proper education and proper economic policy. When it comes to solving these problems, history has shown that government intervention tends to get in the way and worsen the problem instead of solving it. Hell on earth has always been created by people who promise to deliver heaven on earth. The aim of social grants is, of course, supposed to be helping people in need and to alleviate people out of poverty. In South Africa, however, it has become a way to garner votes. The more money is spent on social grants, the more support the ruling party gets. It has now reached the point where the ANC is even boasting about the amount of people who are dependent on social grants on billboards. In 1994, 11 billion rand was spent on social grants. This amount has increased to 128.9 billion rand in this financial year. And it is estimated to continue to increase up to 165 billion rand by the financial year of 2018-19. This is a growth in spending of 1,500%. What else could have been done with that amount of money? Well, in the first place, the renovations at Nkandla could have been done more than 670 times. You can buy 225,000 Jeep Grand Cherokees, or you can buy roughly 14 million iPhone 7s. And that's just the amount of money that's spent in 1 year. The problem is also that it's not simply more money that is being given to the same amount of people. In 2003, 29.9% of households were on social grants. By 2015, it has increased to 45.5%. Also, it's not simply that more people are getting social grants. The ratio of people on grants as opposed to people working has also changed dramatically. In 2001, there were 310 working people for every 100 people on social grants. By 2014, there were 90 working people for every 100 people on social grants. Currently, there are thus more people who vote for a living than there are people who work for a living. This is not sustainable. R.W. Johnson warns of a looming crisis, a crisis that will become a harsh reality for millions of South Africans. We won't see it coming until it strikes us in the face. And once that happens, the poor would be the people who are hurt the most. The very people who are supposed to be the beneficiaries of this system would be the ones most affected by it. Thomas Sowell said that it's amazing how many of the intelligentsia call it greed to want to keep what you have earned, but not greed to want to take away what somebody else has earned and let politicians use it to buy votes. My name is Adam Stroets and this is your fact sheet.